In a world obsessed with the popular, what if the real magic lies in the places no one's talking about? Not the postcard clichés, not the Instagram hotspots, but the hidden corners, where nature still breathes wild and free, where the air is untouched, the silence sacred, where summer isn't a season, it's a secret. These are the destinations you won't find on travel billboards. But they're real. And they're waiting. From forgotten islands to Arctic skies that never sleep. This is your invitation to disappear. Welcome to Earthscape Visuals, where we don't just explore. We rediscover Earth's last untouched wonders. At the top of the world, where GPS falters and silence roars, lies Svalbard, a fragile frontier of ice, wind, and wonder. This Arctic archipelago, suspended between Norway and the North Pole, is one of the last places on Earth where the wild still rules. And in summer, something extraordinary happens. The sun forgets to set. 4 weeks on end, Svalbard is bathed in a haunting, golden light that never fades. Glaciers glisten under the midnight sun. Massive ice fronts calve into fjords with thunderous grace, as if time itself is cracking open. Polar bears prowl the frozen edges. Reindeer graze velvet meadows sprouting from thawed tundra. And the elusive Arctic fox weaves through patches of purple saxifrage, a ghost with a heartbeat. Here, the earth shows its bones, and they're melting. This isn't just a destination, it's a revelation. A place where the climate clock ticks loudest, where every creaking glacier and drifting berg whispers both beauty and warning. Cruise past jagged icebergs, kayak beside curious seals, and hike lunar-like valleys etched by time. In Svalbard, you don't just visit the Arctic. You feel it. In your skin. In your soul. In the silence between wind gusts and whale songs echoing off icy cliffs. This is not the end of the world. It's the beginning of something unforgettable. Cradled in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean, between Europe's history and America's ambition, rises a green dream stitched together by fire and mist. The Azores, 9 volcanic islands, Portuguese in heart but born of the sea, remain one of Earth's best-kept secrets. This is not your typical island escape. Here, the land breathes. Steam coils from ancient calderas. Crater lakes shimmer like melted gemstones. The air is thick with the scent of pine, salt, and endless hydrangeas, fields of blue and purple as far as the eye can see. Nature here didn't just survive, it flourished. In São Miguel, twin lakes of Cidades mirror the sky. In Pico, the tallest mountain in Portugal pierces the clouds, a sentinel watching over vineyards carved from lava rock. On Fayal, marina walls are painted with the art of sailors who pass through on journeys across oceans. And everywhere, the Atlantic surrounds you, wild, alive, and whispering tales of old-world explorers and new-world possibilities. But the real magic, it's just how untouched it all feels. You can hike through forests so quiet they feel enchanted. Swim in thermal pools carved by volcanoes. Watch blue whales breach in the distance like giants from forgotten myths. The Azores don't scream for attention. They simply wait, for those curious enough to listen. Still off most radars. Still untouched by the rush. Still magic. Cradled within an ancient volcanic caldera and guarded by 3 mighty volcanoes, Lake Atitlan is not just a place, it's a pulse. A spiritual mirror in Guatemala's highlands, where the sky kneels to touch the water, and time itself slows to listen. Shrouded in Maya legend, this lake is believed to be a portal between worlds. And when you stand on its misty shores at dawn, you understand why. The mornings here are sacred, still, hushed, wrapped in cool air and drifting clouds. Fishermen glide silently across glassy waters in dugout canoes, as if slipping through another dimension. The lake doesn't just reflect the heavens, it holds them. As the sun climbs, color awakens. Along the rim, villages bloom like brushstrokes of culture, each one distinct, alive with the rhythm of tradition. In San Juan, murals splash the walls with ancient wisdom and cosmic myth. In Santiago, elders whisper in Tziutujil as women weave rainbow textiles with hands that remember centuries. And in Panajacal, the market sings, a symphony of spices, laughter, and marimba music echoing between cobblestones. Afternoons bloom into gold. Sunsets here are theater. Volcano silhouettes burn against pastel skies, and the lake turns into a liquid canvas of pinks, purples, and dreams. And when night falls, it falls softly. The stars don't shine, they converse. With you. With the water. With the myths that still breathe here. Lake Atitlan is more than a destination, it's a dialogue. A sacred rhythm of earth, fire, and sky. Come with an open heart, and it just might speak back. Far beyond the buzz of beach resorts and bucket list selfies, there lies a place where the world forgot to rush. Rodriguez Island, a tiny island in the Indian Ocean, east of Mauritius, isn't just remote. It's rare. It's rhythm. It's a summer heartbeat that pulses to the ancient tempo of wind, reef, and rain. Here, there are no high-rise hotels, no traffic lights, no neon distractions. Just coral cliffs, quiet coves, and a sky so wide it humbles your thoughts. Life on Rodriguez moves like the tide, unhurried, patient, always in step with the sea. It's a place where clocks fade and instincts return. Fishermen cast nets by sunrise, singing Creole ballads into the salt air. Herds of goats roam the hills like kings of a forgotten kingdom. And locals greet strangers not with suspicion, but with smiles woven from generations of island soul. This is not luxury. This is legacy. The lagoons, turquoise, endless, and eerily untouched, are some of the largest in the world. Kite surfers dance with the trade winds. Snorkelers drift above coral cathedrals blooming with tropical life. And deeper in, at places like Cavern Pat 8, the island's limestone underworld tells stories sculpted in silence. Rodriguez doesn't beg for attention, it rewards presence. It doesn't ask for plans, it invites surrender. You eat what's caught that day. You walk more than you drive. And every sunset feels like a secret meant only for those who truly listen. In a world that glorifies more speed, more screens, more noise, Rodriguez dares to offer less. And in that sacred place, you find something rare, something we didn't even know we'd lost. Peace without pretense. No mega-resorts. No selfie lines. Just quiet coves, untamed hills, and villages where the day's rhythm is set not by clocks, but by tides, by trade winds, by the call of the reef. Here, time doesn't rush, it meanders. It flows like the fisherman's sails against the sea breeze, like the shadow of a fruit bat drifting across a coral lagoon at dusk. Rodriguez is not a place to conquer. It's a place to surrender, to let go, to listen. To remember what it means to simply be. This isn't a vacation. It's a castaway summer. A whispered lullaby of paradise you won't find in brochures. This is not a trip, it's a return. A return to silence. To soul. To the way life was meant to feel. These are the places travel forgot, but you remembered. Where footsteps are few, but memories run deep. Where the maps grow quiet, and the soul speaks loud. You didn't come here to tick boxes. You came to feel something real. To trade crowded streets for coral reefs. Deadlines for distant horizons. Noise for the natural rhythm of the earth. So let the world fade. Let wonder in. Let the winds of the wild write your next chapter. And when you escape, Let it be somewhere the world has yet to find. Because out there, beyond the resorts, beyond the photos and the filters, there's still magic left in the untouched. And it's calling. If this journey stirred something in you, subscribe to Earthscape Visuals and join us on the road less followed. Like, share, and let others feel what you've just seen. Because this planet still holds secrets worth keeping, and stories worth sharing. We'll see you where the world still whispers.